Yeah, peace. Okay, just a little blah 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 about series in American movies and blah 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 and things that I noticed in American series and for example Breaking Bad. This is where we slide straight in America. Breaking Bad. So lately I am in my Christmas preparation phase. Prepping for the perfect Christmas present delivery, and in between, when you eat or something, you have your little pause sections, and then you strive over to YouTube or whatever and just distract yourself for a moment. And lately I do it with Breaking Bad. Not that I don't know the series, watched the whole thing in 2015, 16, 17, somewhat in these years. And I wouldn't say I binge it lately, but I had my fair share of clips. I just came back from the toilet and I thought on the toilet I thought about, it's not the first time that I think about it. Albuquerque before Walt and Jesse and Albuquerque after Walt and Jesse. So the death toll, it has taken all the people that have died, directly or indirectly. If you count it together, like Crazy Eight, Crazy Eight's buddy. Who's else? Even Jane, I think Jane. In the moment when Walt came to Jesse in order to ask him where he stored the meth, he wiggled Jesse awake, and in the process, Jane flipped over, and she could have flipped over at any time of the day, at any time, in her sleep, and then choked to death. But I think it was, Walt was the source this time. Walt was the reason this time. And if connect this further, then her father Don couldn't have given the correct prompts to the flight through, and then all the people on this Boeing, on this air cargo, died. So actually Walt is actually indirectly guilty of the death of 100 and something flight passengers that died over Albuquerque. Obviously then, what's it? Not Erica, Andrea, Jesse's girlfriend, Jesse's second girlfriend, Andrea, then, okay, Todd, yeah, he deserved to die. But even the kid that Todd killed, was it Walt's fault? Walt didn't break up the operation. Walt wanted to have the exact amount of, I think, 10,000 gallons or something of this fluid that they, robbed from the train. But if he would have aborted it when Mike gave him the prompt via phones, maybe the kid wouldn't have standed there. Maybe Todd wouldn't have shot it. Okay, the Nazis deserve to die. Then the Nazis and the melders and the welders. Afterwards, Jesse killed in El Camino. Who else? Okay, I don't care for Lydia. She can fucking rot. Lydia's just a big mouth. She doesn't want to befilth herself with the dirt for her own shady work. She just wants to let other people make it dirty work and never get stained, also tainted with dirt herself. So she can fucking rot. She can die. Big mouth. What else? This German guy who killed himself with a defibrillator. Just the whole death toll, man. And Hank, even if I think Hank, he could have negotiated in this, And then we come to the next point that I find unlogic. Why? In any series, whatever it is that comes from America, the people have always these times in which they could say something, and it's a big enough window to speak, to just give information, to avoid things via information, and they don't. The moments before Walt gets captured. I would have waited till I have a clear, visual who actually follows me. As he got by Jesse lured to Tojihale, whatever this is called, the first place there when Walt and Jesse cooked. Jesse lures Walt to it, under the disguise of burning his money so that later Hank and Gomi can arrest him. But, Walt calls the Nazis. Walt calls Jack and his Nazi, the Brotherhood, and his Aryan, even before he has a clear visual who actually follows him. And this is the thing that I would just fucking, why would you do it then? Man, and even as he had the visual that it is Hank, Jack said, Walt, what do you see? And Walt just, what the fuck? Speak! You could have avoided all this. By the moment he said, it's off. Wow. Do you think a guy, which other guys with have already prepped themselves, Teflon, strapped over Teflon, charged your weapons, maybe even loaded in the car, maybe oh fuck, I can't speak. But by the moment Walt said it's off, they have probably been sit in the cars and were already starting engines. And do you really think somebody aborts mission then? Wow, great job, Walt, great job. You fucked it up. Welcome to the right fields, motherfucker. That's just the thing that I never get in any American production. People have sometimes so many windows to speak, and they just, I don't get it. Or even in the end when Walt confronts when Walt stands in Skylar's new crib. Yeah, my new crib. Yeah, check this out. My new crib. Then he says, everything I did for this family. And then Skylar says, if I have to hear one more time that you did this for the family. And I would have said, yeah, I did it for me in order to break Skylar, I would have confessed that I did it for me, but I would always also have said, okay, but in the beginning, but hold on, there's more. Wait, I would have said, Skylar, in the beginning I did it for me. I did it for the family, because in the beginning, Walt's original intention to start out with this stuff was, he was sure he dies. And he just wanted to financially set up his family for the time to come without him. And this was his original intention. Man! Wow! Maybe she has read this through the words he has said. But I don't have heard it. I haven't heard Walt saying this, and so I think Skylar did not know this. Maybe Skylar, lives her life on with a knowing, or with with estimating that Walt constantly did this stuff for himself. No, he did it in the beginning also for his family, for financial, saving for the financial stability of his family and the house and the kids, etc. Another thing that always pissed me off when Junior calls the cops. And it's like, my dad, he has a knife. No, your dad has a knife now because he disarmed your mother, because your mother charged your dad. I know, Walt comes back to home, and then, Junior gets to hear that Hank is dead all of a sudden. His Uncle Hank. And, some of the comments in some YouTube videos say, Walter Jr. has to go through all the Breaking Bad seasons in 5 minutes in this whole moment. Yeah, but Walt didn't attack Skylar. Skylar did attack Walt. Walt wrestled the knife out of Skylar's hand. So what? Fucking Junior, shut up! Oh my god. These tiny things, that have caused so many things to just collapse into each other. But I don't know, if Junior wouldn't have called, what would have happened? I mean, Skylar wouldn't probably have been going into the car. Another nice parallel, just, a little side thing. Another nice parallel is, I think, when Walt, in one of the beginning seasons, when Skylar leaves with, I think, Holly, she leaves in the truck. And Walt goes up to her and say, yeah, come, Skylar, can we talk about this? And Skylar just ignores him. And later in Ozymandias, then, it's Walt that rushes to the truck and, backs out and obviously Skylar runs after him. A nice flip, a nice side flip, Yeah, and one thing that, oh my god, oh gosh, why did Gus have to die? Why did Mike have to die? I know, but it's just so unfair for Mike and for Gus. Walt doesn't know this, but given all the information from Better Call Saul, all the time it has taken to build the German, the lab underground of this, the lab in the underground of the saloon of this washing laundry thing. Just imagine another thing, What if the city of Albuquerque suddenly decides, oh well, shit, we need to upgrade our city sewer system, and we need to, there's empty space, because Albuquerque probably has no, so the higher ups or the city planners don't probably have any knowledge of that there is an underground lab. So what if they could be busted by accident if the city suddenly decides, oh, we need to upgrade the sewer system, and they just pile drive through the wall. I don't know, but you know, Gus, oh my gosh, for all the shit he has done, you know, but all the stuff he has had to endure. I mean, Max got killed, you know, Salamancas fucked him up constantly. There were no constant progression forwards with the Salamancas. There were always progression backwards, like with Lalo. And you know, as for example, when Lalo showed up with his the Ferrari or whatever it was at Eladio's house, sure, they had made less money, but by showing up with the car, Eladio was more impressed than from the money that Gus had to deliver. So it was always a thing with them to just mind game with them around and to kill Lalo, and then the twins and Nacho almost Taco, yeah. Tuco almost did take care of himself. This was a sort of caretaking problem, but man, all the things that Gus had to endure. And then in the end, he just gets fucking killed by Walt. Oh god! This was this one thing he had to do. To kill Hector. No? The one thing to give Hector the death blow and then rule over the cartel all by himself. No, it was fucking Walt who stepped in between. And then, obviously, Mike. Oh my fucking gosh. And even with Better Call Saul, I mean, so much skill, so much knowledge, so much just wasted in all the pain he has had. I really wanted for Mike to have some sort of a happy ending. Imagine Jesse makes it out, and imagine Mike have made it out. They could have maybe probably met up in Alaska. You know, would be a cool thing. Some sort of a non-biological father-son thing. Cool. No, Walt. It was Walt. There was a little tiny problem called water. Water, Hartwell White. Yeah. There you see it. The death toll again. The whole people that all those who have indirectly been dying and shit. Yeah. Okay, blah blah blah. It's just again over there. Yeah, that's it. Okay, I load this shit up and then we'll see. Bye.